Gentlemen, do you feel a little bit like a dog chasing its tail, going in circles, trying to chase the woman of your dreams? Do you feel like there's some secret trick that you can do that will actually make the spinning stop and make her chase you instead? Well, we don't have a magical pill or a secret handshake, but we do have a range of tips and tricks that you can incorporate into your daily life that will help. And before you know it, she will be chasing you around in circles, begging for your attention. Sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? Now, although there is no one-size-fits-all solution to make her chase you, there are some things that you can do that will increase the chances of her doing so. Here we go, like and subscribe. Physical. Women love to look at men just as much as men love to look at women. We're only human. So if you take a look at yourself in the mirror, see if there are some things you can change or improve to catch her eye. One of the easiest and the simplest upgrade that you can make is having good looking skin. It's going to turn heads and you will radiate a high value power. And that is why Tiege Hanley is the sponsor of today's video. Now, Tiege Hanley makes everything so simple. They take the guesswork out of what products you need to begin with. Inside here, you get a daily face wash, which gets rid of all the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells, which is amazing. It is this thing here. I love it. An AM moisturizer with an SPF of 20, because you should always guys, be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer, which helps your skin to stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 25% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals you can pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping and low-cost shipping to most other countries. Now, because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they are offering my viewers an amazing deal. So just click the first link in the description below and you will get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. So click that link and get started today. Dress nice. Have you ever done a double take when you see a woman wearing, say, a tight dress or something with a bright colour? Now see how easy it was for you to notice her because of the clothing she was wearing. Well, women are exactly the same, you know. If you wear nice clothes that are suited to your body and help you feel more comfortable and confident, you will most definitely catch her attention. Now, clothes have the power to express one's personality, and let's face it, they are a reflection of who we are on the inside. Now, don't worry, you don't need an expensive closet, just some nice fitted pants, jeans or shorts, weather permitting of course, a few jumpers and shirts. Put together outfits rather than mismatched shirts with holes. The more pride you take in how you dress, the easier it will be to have her chasing after you, wanting to know your name and every detail about you. Now, this may seem superficial, but it's an old age truth that is still applicable today. The way that we dress says a lot about ourselves and can actually affect how people perceive us. Hygiene. Now, yeah, I know, it may seem silly to mention how important personal hygiene is, especially since you are an adult who's had his fair share of baths and showers over the years. But it is absolutely vital that you absorb this information. Nothing will turn a woman off faster than an unhygienic man, okay? Now, this means showering at least once a day, changing underwear, and purchasing new clothes, using deodorant, brushing your teeth, and having fresh breath. If you can't look at yourself, then she won't be chasing you. She will be running for those hills. So taking care of your hygiene and grooming, let me tell you, it's an important step in making a good impression. Cologne. One of the fastest ways to have a woman chase you is actually the cologne that you wear. Now, our sense of smell is so powerful that it can dictate what foods we find tasty or not before we've actually put them inside our mouths. So find yourself a nice scent. Now, this does not have to be a designer one or something expensive. And just spray 2 or 3 spritzes before you leave the house for the day. And just watch how many heads turn as you walk on by. Women will be able to smell you before they see you, and I can guarantee that they will be chasing after you and asking for your name and number in the blink of an eye. Now, scents are incredibly powerful in regards to attracting a potential partner, and you don't have to break the bank in order to do so. Personality. You don't have to completely change who you are to get the attention of ladies. Unless you're not a nice person, then I would strongly suggest some therapy and self-work. But there are some personality traits that will for sure have the women chasing you. Let's talk about humour. Having a sense of humour will benefit anyone that you come into contact with in life. Being able to laugh and joke with others makes conversations just easier to have. Relationships are easier to build, and a sense of understanding is easier, and you don't have those awkward silences or those big bumps in the road. There's not just one woman on this planet who hasn't said, "I just want a guy who can make me laugh," at some point in her life when describing a guy that she would date. Now, of course, having a sense of humour comes naturally to some, but that does not mean that you can't develop it over time. Humour can be a great way to make friends, lighten the mood of any situation, or just make life more enjoyable. And if you can make a woman laugh, especially in your first meeting, then there is no doubt that she will be chasing you for 2 dates down the road. Effort. Now, you won't get any brownie points if you buy her a bouquet of flowers every day or make blatant compliments. Women are detail-orientated snobs, okay? So make a mental note of her favourite childhood memory, write her a text, or tell her that outfit that she's wearing is amazing, or that her outfit made you think of her favourite author or a love story. Either way, let her know that she's always on your mind. Now, these small gestures and seemingly insignificant details make a huge difference. You both like each other. What's the next step? You propose a date to her, but refrain from doing it repeatedly. Let her experience your absence. Play around a little if she asks you out to dinner one night. Inform her that you are unsure and might need to check. Now, of course, you shouldn't keep saying no to her because that might make her lose interest in you. But discover the true path and you could become the real boss, and she will undoubtedly return for some more. Emotional intelligence. Being emotionally distant whenever a woman needs you will quickly turn her off. But yeah, be aloof and cool doesn't actually mean that you should be emotionally distant from her. You need to be there for her whenever she needs someone to talk to, advice from, or a shoulder to cry on. Now, don't tell her that she's overreacting or being dramatic. Instead, acknowledge her feelings. She won't forget you if she thinks you are the kind of man who genuinely cares about her. So let her know that you understand what she's feeling and be a good listener. Now, having a sense of emotional intelligence allows the two of you to communicate with little or no confrontation or harsh words. Something that is massively beneficial for a relationship to develop. Showing her your emotional intelligence and good listening skills. This will not only let her know that you care about her, but it will also build trust between the both of you. First impression, be confident, avoid stumbling. A statement to make. You can't take your chance of ruining your first date with her because it might be your final one. Nothing could be worse than one person feeling drowsy or blabbering alone while having nothing to say. You shouldn't take that action. Talk to someone to stop that mental storm from getting worse and show interest by making inquiries. Make her curious to the point where she wants to know more and you are knowledgeable enough to continue rowing your boat. This can help her see the situation from a different angle, giving her a chance to think about it without feeling overwhelmed. Conversation starter. If your first question is, do you have a boyfriend? Then you are doomed for life, period. This is your chance to dispel the stereotype that women have us all being one-track thinkers. Along with your physical first impression being important, the first thing to come out of your mouth is just as important. It will be the one thing that sticks in her mind. So never engage in pointless discussions or details. Instead, inquire as to her relationship with animals, or ask her what kind of music she prefers, and if she agrees, play a song from that genre. She will undoubtedly appreciate the fact that you care enough to listen and learn, as well as your willingness to discuss topics that she is passionate about. Mystery. Don't always be there when she looks for you in order to learn how to make girls chase you. We are aware that this does sound a little bit harsh, right? But how can she possibly miss you if you are constantly at her fingertips? Don't text her the moment she does, and don't change your plans for her. Instead, give her the impression that you want her. She will begin to believe that you are desperate if she notices that you consistently break plans to hang out with friends or cancel plans to hang out just to spend time with her. Someone who is desperate is someone who no one else wants to date. Leaving a little bit of mystery about yourself will have her intrigued and wanting more. And she's chasing you to find out what that next chapter is about. Respect. No matter the circumstances, finding a man who respects a woman can be very difficult. Respect her, including her boundaries and her personal values and beliefs, if you want to know how to attract girls to you. Now, don't belittle her, respect her boundaries, give her space when she needs it, and refrain from being aggressive if she doesn't comply with your demands. Respect is such an important factor in any relationship. Without respect, it is incredibly hard for both parties to mesh well together, to grow and can develop together or to communicate effectively with each other. Respect not only establishes trust and creates strong foundations in relationships, but it also allows people to grow together and become closer in one another.